looking up in the dirt, we got Trevor. I tell you, Trina has dug up a whole lot of dirt on these people.
Well, there's definitely dirt to dig, for sure.
Dirt to dig, and
Yep.
it runs deep.
Yep, we gotta take,
Don't get me going, I'll
shifts
go
and
back there
digging.
and spit on Neely. You know, Nadina and Michael are supposed to be here too.
Oh, today?
There's a lot of people that
Oh,
Girl, I've been on the phone.
okay.
did
I was up early this morning. I was sitting-
Have you heard of Winfrey Town?
No.
Okay.
This is not normal vibe of the
I gotta
council
quit
chamber.
smiling, I know. It's like, this is ridiculous.
It's been a minute
That's what
now.
happens when you ain't here
I
fighting.
know, it's, I love it.
I mean, I ain't seen her smile this deep in,
I know, right? I mean,
She's normally getting the hell out of here. Trying to get out.
grabbing the box.
I know, I gotta grab the box from her.
Yeah. And she
You know,
knows
then
that
I'm getting yelled at.
That's because you know we're gonna be out.
I know, well, I know, I'm used to it now. At least they, in the beginning, I was like, oh my God.
We mean no harm.
Yeah, but now I know. Yeah,
Did
now.
you grab that box?
Oh, I know what's coming.
grandson,
Now I'm
because I have
ready.
another
Did
one
it before, I
that
just
just
never had
slides
done
in.
one.
That's, you should learn and leave the box alone until they gavel,
Well, I
and then
can't.
take the box.
Oh, waiting on JLBC and Tanya Brown, the auntie's press conference. Waiting on their press
When they gavel,
conference
that's
today.
when you get the box.
Yeah, oh no, I was there before they gavel did. Because that's the law.
Nah, this JWC and
Yeah,
Tanya
you wanna
Brown's
go to
press
jail for
conference.
illegal acts.
This is, I just keep an ear on my audio.
Yeah.
No, I don't want that. I don't need that.
That's why you can see me at the council meeting. We'll be out at the council meeting out front.
I know you, I know you know.
She be sliding her ass out of here.
I know, and I know, I said you see.
That's
See,
exactly,
I think she actually even does that.
that's exactly.
Yeah.
Sis, good to see you.
You guys,
You'll see you in another 10 days.
you know it.
Yes.
Look out the window, cause I'll be outside. I'm not getting arrested. We are
An engagement
100%
ring
gonna be
does lots
outside
of good
the
things
time
for you.
That we don't feel safe coming into the council chamber
I'm-
because of the
I can
police
adjust my
brutality
audio level.
and arrest. That's where we'll
I'll
be.
probably have them.
So I'm glad that you said that
kind of
because I was talking to
adjust it down,
Gladys
but
and seeing
That mic's channel 1 and that's channel 2.
sound protest working outside, listening to her BS.
Yup, Mickey can come in. Yeah,
I have
Mickey
Wi-Fi.
can. That's what I'm doing. I'm not
Well, and we can say what we
You
want.
see the man, been really busy with his little
bullshit. Buh. As Carl says, what's he say all the time, cracks me up.
This is the thing that just gets me about.
Yours has probably got something.
Don't get me going on Judy.
How is it?
She's
How?
right here on that Wednesday after Sandy and Brooke were arrested, and she sat here on that Wednesday and said.
You got a shooting target? Oh,
Turn my screen down.
it's just a little wet balance card from
Well, here's
Amazon.
I'm taking, are you kidding?
Yeah, they're living in the future.
I can't see the rest, because I'm sure there's recording in here. and
Oh, yeah, for sure.
She's over financing.
So mine's, it's got a little switch.
She's gonna get a little orange suit with them,
So I zoom in on white,
them
go up
green as nasty.
for white, and then if
slides.
I go down for black balance, it's gonna close the,
Down there, they could at least
Iris
make your
down.
stuff.
Okay.
and get a setting and then open back up.
Usually, a press conference, one won't take all the way through, or do
Yeah.
you chop it up?
Bird.
I just roll the whole thing. But you never know.
Hey, hey.
The tribe's here. Yeah, the tribe's here. The ones that ain't working, no, they're coming. Tonya Jones, I know is coming. She called me, she's like, man, I'm in town, I don't wanna go all the way out to get my shirt, dates, and I'm like, I got you.
Hey, Miss Tonya. How are you? Mr. Johnson turn in my,
He did, so that we on the next meeting, I think it's great. I didn't see all that, I just talked.
Well, the other two here probably could have sent somebody else, but you had to make a choice, right?
Oh, it was not a hard choice.
No, well, Sheldon's got his press conference at 1 o'clock.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's on,
That's funny.
drag racing.
Yeah.
That's,
But he was trying to call and get somebody to commit that we're coming, so we got, 2 crews, but you only have you, so,
well, but
yeah, I know.
Well, you don't
drag
let
racing
some
in
of the
Flint is not a state sport.
No, I know. And it's exactly, the video's exactly where I expected to see it, so.
Oh, okay, was that, Tonya told me
If they're
she was
doing
gonna be
it
late.
kind of outside.
They were going to complete towing to do it, so they're probably gonna try to show the impounded cars, I'm assuming.
But, I mean, is their impound lot indoors or
How
out?
you doing? How we miss our people?
I mean, I know some places have it indoor in case they think somebody's gonna come back and try to get those vehicles.
Reporting live.
That's right, come on, Billy, let's get these people right.
Reporting live.
Well, we appreciate what you do, Ms. Burns.
But all I need is 3 hours of straight sleep. That would be good. I thought I would be domestic violence was less suspicious. When I got that call, I got actually 2 weird emails. And I'm like, this isn't. And they were reaching out.
And she made some phone calls to see if she can get some, people certified.
I don't want them arrested because my tire
Should be here in the
You know,
morning.
what these people here need, the residents, the citizens are voting, we need
I told Jimmy, man, we're.
Literally, I had maybe 2 hours.
Delegates that are coming with that here.
So they were so
what they need is they need some, school to help these citizens know how to fill out the ballots. Because that's how cheating works.
not for now, don't shit like I'm saying that.
What's his name, Dominic Clemens over here, trying to get this crap story, Sandy.
Yeah, so now I'm being that little chair strapped down.
You know,
And it was
that's true,
strange
they're
because they
stealing
reached
their
out to
votes
me
based
in
on,
some weird
they
emails.
don't know how to fill
I
out.
got one at 8:13, 8:39 yesterday.
I'm here.
And then I asked them to call and they gave me a call. I don't know if anybody's gonna need a copy because.
Oh, is she here?
Actual case. Does anybody need a copy of the actual case? Yeah, okay,
I'm here.
It's online, so.
okay.
Oh,
I'm hoping that Arthur goes
We're
to,
both here, show up.
the library so we can find out what's going on over there. I asked him on his live, but he didn't.
I'm good, tired, but good. I don't like spending
He
my
asked me
nights
when
in
I
the
asked him what
hospital
time
to
to live for reading.
Oh, yeah. We have an elected official with domestic violence, and we're waiting for that person to be picked up now.
Well, this
You say
is
what?
something to.
Really?
I caught
got
that.
his little pencil.
Are you serious?
No, we're waiting, so.
Oh, okay. Donnie, the mayor's got a press conference right now.
He did that because of this.
I know.
And he did it because the domestic violence one, I'm quite sure. I mean, that's a political
quite
tool. I mean,
sure
that's
too.
smart. I mean, if I had this much going on, I would have did the same thing. I mean, but be honest with you,
Yeah, I'll watch it later.
it's part of, what time are, because
It's
Councilwoman,
still kind of early, it's 1:11.
Is
We
Miss
got 4
Winfrey
minutes.
coming?
she is coming.
Great.
Because we go back, I'll wait.
It'll be all right.
I just need some sleep.
You're doing fine.
Yeah, I just need some sleep. So I know he's got the one about the,
Drag racing.
drag racing, which is an ordinance that I introduced and I worked on. Because I had 3 and I was able to get it passed through council. That's the one, because I had 3 residents hit on Ballinger, 2 died.
Yeah, I watched you report on that.
And so,
Sad.
yeah, and then doing the slide, Ashley Capital had over 300,000
While guns are going off.
worth of damage in their parking lot. And they've got to have 2 of their parking lots resurfaced. So, it's been a problem.
You know, Miss Burns, I'm gonna tell you what, from Flint, starting in Mount Morris, all the way to Burgundy, you can't even drive on these roads. I'm gonna tell you, these potholes are tearing my car up.
Yep, I just put like a.
We had somebody come from Georgia and they tore up his car.
Yeah. And where's the money that's been allocated?
Not on the roads.
No, it's not on the road.
No. No, there is not.
Mayor coming, blacktop people's roads, and within 3 months, my whole road was cracked up.
Well, let's not
And
talk
then I
about
found
the
out
bridge
from,
downtown either.
over there,
They're
over there
propping
at
up the roads down
the
there.
place, they used the cheapest dirt and stuff they could find
So when we
for the
went to
roads.
Well, you guys could stand behind it.
For $5.
You know how much city council
35%, ain't
makes?
that right, man? 35%.
That's funny.
City council is this poor. I promise you, we don't get paid what we do.
Well, you don't get paid enough, I'm gonna tell you.
So this will give you guys some room and to stand, to show, because this was about you. This was about the residents asking about the ARPA funds in these different committees and.
That's all Mickey and them's been talking about for a couple days.
Yeah. So this is going
How
back.
they stole that money with that, group that they put in there.
Because that's what we go for, is real.
If I get a call at the time, I'm gonna step to the side because I'm gonna have to do that for that call. And then I'll let you know.
There she is.
Okay, I guess you gotta.
All right, Miss Winfrey.
Right on time.
Hey, council member.
I'm doing better. I'm here. So give me a little tip about. We're gonna get Beverly in that third ward seat.
So do I need to move up a little further? Are you guys good? Jerry's gonna be me and you wanna.
Come on, Miss Winfrey.
Girl, I'm still drinking my morning tea.
Trying to get the tea.
I didn't have time at work, I was working, y'all.
I haven't had coffee or nothing.
I ran in here.
Still 8 a.m. somewhere.
This is
That's
what time is it, 1:15, and I still haven't finished my morning?
It's 1:14.
Yeah, you're up there, honey.
You still early, a minute.
Oh, let me get my glasses.
Okay.
You know what, I'm gonna stand in front of this big fella, because I'm like.
Hey, I remember having a mutual friend, John Jackson and St. Claus.
Oh,
That's my brother.
Mr. Don.
We and I have been best friends for 4 years.
So that's how you know
I got one.
Mr. Don?
Okay, I am Councilwoman Tonya Burns, and this is,
Councilwoman Jerri Winfrey-Carter.
and the reason today for having a press conference is that after a long time, the judgment has finally come from the State of Appeals Court stating that the ARPA committee was an illegally formed committee. So because of residents who were steadfast in making sure that their dollars, which was appropriated in March of 2020, a total amount of $94.7 million, and a portion of that was going to be appropriated by the ARPA committee, that we received the decision from the appeals court, because the lower court denied it. So that is something that is substantial. I want to give thanks to the Lintel Law Group,
Yes.
because we were not able to get, at that time, our own city attorneys to cover this. The two people on the case at the time was the late Councilman Eric Mays
Yes.
and myself. And due to his untimely passing, he was not able to see this process to fruition.
Yes.
So one of the issues with what was created was the multi-member body. The Flint City Charter on page 5 defines what a multi-member body is. A multi-member body means any board, commission, ad hoc committee, advisory committee, and any group, however designated, composed of more than one person in acting or perpetuating to act in the exercise of official duties. The 12-member ARPA board committee is definitely a multi-member board,
Yes.
according and as defined by the Flint City Charter. And so did the Michigan State of Appeals Court that agreed. So unfortunately, it took 1.5 years to get this decision, so justice was delayed. But we don't know how much we still have yet and ARPA funds. Moving that along to why is this important about multi-member boards? We have another one that Mayor Neely has appointed. He's called them the third ward ambassadors.
Right.
Stating that the third ward ambassadors, there were supposed to be 3 of them. He only appointed 2, LaShawn Johnson and Linda Booth. LaShawn Johnson is currently a third ward write-in candidate. She lost the election to move forward in the primary. In the general, she will be a write-in candidate. So many of you reported about the postcards that went out. Well, she's a part of that ambassador, that other multi-member board. In that postcard, it was reported within live that the city postage bulk rate was listed on there. Mayor Neely's picture was on there, along with the city seal. We do now know, according to the court, and in the court statement, it states in part 1 of the decision that it agreed, and I will read that part to you. Thank you. In the conclusion part, so I apologize. So in the conclusion part, it says, because we agree with plaintiffs that the ARPA committee is a multi-member body under the Flint City Charter, section 1-405, plaintiffs have stated a claim that the formation of that committee violated Flint City Charter, section 6-101, and the trial court erred by granting summary position to defendants on count 1. So this is really important. This is important because we now face a crucial election with the third ward.
Yes.
We all understand that our council is split primarily a 4-4.
Yes.
And this third ward seat is vital to basically breaking and seeing how do we get out of being stuck in that position. And with that happening, we know that we have another board that is created underneath Mayor Neely that he created, and we now know multi-member bodies, which more than one you cannot do according to the Michigan State of Appeals Court. I will now leave it to Councilwoman Winfrey-Carter.
Good afternoon, and thank you all for being here. I stand here today alongside my colleague, Councilwoman Tonya Burns. And I'm standing here not as only an elected official, but as a resident. I stand here with the people, the residents. And the Michigan Court of Appeals made it clear that that advisory, that ARPA advisory committee was illegal.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna, go into everything that Councilwoman Burns stood here and said, but I want the people to know that we are gonna continue to fight the corruption in this city.
That's right. Yes.
The late Councilman Eric Mays, he stood firmly against this kind of lawlessness.
That's right.
He knew the charter, he upheld the charter, and he fought until the last breath, until his last breath.
That's right.
To make sure that the people of Flint were not taken advantage of.
That's right.
I know he would be proud of this moment and of the fact that we are still carrying the torch, all of us standing here. The ruling is a win for the residents of the city of Flint. This is a victory. This is your victory.
Huge victory.
Yes. Your voice, your concerns, and your demands for accountability helped bring this corruption to light.
Yes.
And I promise you, this is not the end.
That's right.
We will continue to push back against every single violation, whether it's a charter violation or whatever it is. We will continue to chop down abuse of power. We have it. You guys have been to many council member meetings and you see it.
That's right.
And we will attempt to block the silence of the residents.
Thank you, thank you.
Our residents should not be silenced. This is not personal.
That's right,
It's about protecting the integrity of our city
that's right.
and ensuring that every dollar, every decision, and every policy serves the public.
Thank you,
It serves the people, the residents of the city of Flint.
thank you.
We are reclaiming the power back of the people.
Thank you,
And
Lord.
this right
Amen.
here is the win that we were all looking for. And
Yes.
I do want to thank the Linto Law Firm
Yes.
for standing up
Thank you, Mr. Judge.
and helping us with this victory.
Yes.
I'll
Huge.
give it back to my colleague, Councilwoman Burns.
Thanks.
So I do want to state that in order for how do we approve them if they come to us, it's supposed to come to us by resolution or ordinance. There was never a resolution or ordinance for the ARPA committee. There was never one for the third ward ambassador. There was not one for us to approve. We never got it, and that's a violation of the charter. If you go to page 56 of the Flint City Charter, page 5 defines it. Page 56 tells you how they function, a multi-member body. And so we are governed by, and we take an oath to follow the city charter, not just us, but also the mayor and his administration. And so on page 56, it tells you, sorry, my charters are beat up because I read them. So underneath Article 6, page 56, it speaks to multi-member bodies. Multi-member bodies, including boards, commissions, and committees, may be established by the city of Flint by ordinance or resolution. Such bodies may exercise these powers and duties granted by the city of Flint, provided that they do not conflict with the provisions of the charter. That's section A. Section A. Section B, multi-member bodies, including boards and commissions established in this charter, are created after the effective date of this charter, are subject to the following rules, and it goes down, that they shall consist, and it gives the detail. But we have had multi-member bodies be created, and they've been created to offset and to bypass the Flint City Council.
Illegally.
And it's time that that stops.
That's right.
Bypass.
That's
We are co-equal branches. We are the legislative branch, and the mayor is the executive branch. And yes, we do have to work together, but we have to be respectful. This should have had an ordinance or a resolution. It was bypassed.
Yep.
For millions of dollars of monies where residents ask us every day, where we're taking the calls, where they're stepping to this podium to ask, where are the ARPA funds?
Yes,
we
we
want
do.
more in home repairs.
Yes.
We couldn't answer because they were meeting secretly at the Flint Public Library.
That's right.
We asked during meetings. We had an ad hoc committee that consisted of Councilmember Liddell Lewis and Councilmember Priestley. They were aware. They did not and would not disclose it. We found out because one of the librarians told us that they were meeting there in the room, and a retired veteran, Mr. George Grundy, was there doing some research at the library. And he stumbled upon them and went into the room. Mr. Grundy went into the room, asked could he sit in here and could he listen to what's going on. They told him no, he could not be a part of it. He had to leave. No meetings with millions of dollars of taxpayer funds and dollars should be met off-site at the public library or any other location. It should not be done. During the meeting, I did ask the city, the Flint City Clerk, Davina Donahue, and Ms. Donahue, on the record, I asked her, was she informed? She stated, no, she was not informed. She also stated that she did not, I asked, was anyone there to keep minutes? She says, no, no one was there to keep minutes. Was she given a schedule? She said, no, she was not given a schedule. I also asked her, was there a president, vice president, or secretary, how are things work? She said she did not know. They bypassed the city clerk. Any decisions have to be made when we talk about multi-member bodies. That would be such as our citywide advisory, our ethics and accountability, the reasoning that we have those boards so that they can keep a public record. Our city clerk is the official record keeper so that we are in accordance with the law. And so that was violated because the city clerk didn't know. So any questions at this time?
The city's probably going to appeal to the state Supreme Court. If you win at the state Supreme Court level, is there anything that in this ruling that will change how money has already been appropriated?
Clawed back.
Yeah, I mean, and at this point, can ARPA funds be clawed back because we're past the federal deadline for how it's supposed to be assigned?
So we are still spending ARPA funds. So the 40 million.
But I mean, it had to be appropriated, plans for it had to be in place by the end of last year.
That is correct.
If you try to claw it back, does that violate that federal provision?
And there's where we get into some sticky air, because what we're getting now is organizations that had not even applied, that they have been approving. They had not applied before the deadline or had not applied at all, but are getting approved. So there are some questions as to, are we having any violations with those ARPA funds? Some of these groups never applied. We have a spreadsheet, they're not on there. Some of them are not on there.
Corruption.
So what we have to do, where it plays out for right now, we don't know. But my goal is, and Councilman May's goal was, when we filed this, was to make sure we keep the integrity of the Flint City Charter and the integrity of the people and listening to their needs and accountability and creating transparency. And that was the goal.
Yes.
Talking about almost 100 million, has your legal firm said anything about criminal charges? I mean, it seems to me if they're violating the law, we're talking about almost $100 million of tax dollars at the federal level, somebody should go to jail. Is that the way you guys feel, or?
We just got the decision. I was called on Wednesday morning. So there hasn't been a lot of time to go over. It was just a briefing that was stated, but what I can read is what the email was sent out. It says, as we discussed, we have partially but significantly prevailed before the Michigan Appeals Court. This is from Linton Law. This is the MMB case. We sued the Flint and Mayor Neely, arguing that the ARPA Advisory Committee, which was appointed by Mayor Neely without any council ordinance or resolution, was illegally formed and therefore invalid. The Genesee County Circuit Court dismissed the complaint and we appealed.
Yes.
So we prevailed on issue 1, having established that of the facts alleged, the ARPA Committee is a multi-member board. We further agree with plaintiffs that on the basis of the factual allegations for their complaint, the ARPA Committee's formation and operation appears to violate the Flint City Charter.
Yes.
So we will be making steps further, but also we have in question now because we have this ambassador, which is more than one group, more than one person. So we keep getting all these different groups that the mayor is appointing bypassing city council. That's a problem. It's a serious issue.
I got a question for you.
Here's our third board of 13.
Since we know that now that the courts and I guess the state of appeals court saying that the board was illegal, didn't that board make recommendations for people to get ARPA money?
They did. They made recommendations for millions of dollars to be appropriated.
Yes.
Yes, they did.
Wow.
Mike?
If I play this audio on my radio show, I can just imagine my text blowing up. Mike, why didn't you ask this question? So I'm gonna ask you, Jerri Winfrey-Carter. You sit on the council. Is there gonna be a motion to seek criminal charges or file criminal charges, 1? And 2, if that motion doesn't pass, doesn't get the 5th vote, will either of you file charges personally on behalf of residents that somebody should go to jail? Yes or no?
I'm looking into that, and I spend way too much time in court being on council, to be honest. And I will be, I'm taking that under advisement. When I do have information, I will share it with the public. I'm making sure that I continue to be transparent with the public.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm going to piggyback off of what Councilwoman Burns said. We will definitely look into it. Like I said, we're not going to stop.
That's right.
We're going to continue to carry this torch for Councilman Mays because he fought hard.
Yes.
He fought hard.
Yes, he did.
So,
Any other questions?
Yeah, I got one more for you.
Yeah.
About now with the city attorney. How do y'all still think y'all will get help from the city attorney, or do y'all feel y'all still need to go get outside?
We have a different city attorney. That was underneath, I did request a legal opinion, which was shared with my colleagues at the time, and that's when our city attorney was Attorney William Kemp. I did not agree with that. And we have found that we were really kind of hitting a hard wall when any questions, anything that we deemed and knew was not in compliance with the charter. We now have a different city attorney. She takes her time in looking things over. And so we're just gonna ask and make sure it's fairness when looking it over. And we have to see. I know we've got a lot of questions and a lot of things to undo.
Yes.
You know, and unfortunately, like I say, even if there's so much going on, like I say, I almost thought I would be late because of, got a call with an elected official with domestic violence. And domestic violence is not tolerated.
That's right.
It's not tolerated. And this young lady had been beat numerous times and for years. She finally found the courage to step forward.
Yes.
I received 2 strange emails, 8:13 and 8:39 last night. And I reached back out and asked them to please call me. She went to the hospital. A gun was retrieved, an assault rifle. So at some point in time, I know when I hear back, I will share this and let everybody know, because we have to protect each other.
That's right.
Elected officials are not above the law.
Exactly right.
We take an oath to follow the law, and we set a standard. We can't say that we represent our city or our ward in a role of leadership, and we are breaking the law. I won't stand for it. I have stood for advocating for women against domestic violence, and not just women, we've had some men I've seen. And in this case, it appears to be very true. There's videos, there's recordings, there's text messages, and there's hospital reports. And this individual that beat her is dangerous.
And
He's
Ms.
dangerous.
Burns, when are we gonna get an ombudsman that's gonna look at this?
I-
That's sworn in.
that's-
We want him sworn in.
Well, that's not, Gladys, we're working on that, so, that process, that's a whole nother thing. So I will let, is there any other questions?
I ain't giving it up.
Yes,
Yesterday, you announced a press conference right after a press conference by your colleagues. They mentioned, well, number one, there were 3 of them. You mentioned the city charter. The city charter also says it's illegal to have a gathering of more than 2 and do city business. 3 times yesterday, Liddell Lewis mentioned that they were doing city business, and that the other colleagues, she excused Leon Alameen because he was out fighting blight, but the other 4, she was
that's
obviously
not what he
being
was
political.
out fighting, actually. He was fighting, but not blight.
Yes.
all right.
If we go to that charter, it says that's breaking law.
That's the Open Meetings Act, correct?
That's correct.
The Open Meeting Act does not allow you to, the Michigan Open Meetings Act, to have more than 2 people to discuss any type of city business. That it has to be in an open forum and it has to be posted 18 hours. I did not see I didn't see it. I don't know if someone has it streamed, and I'm late on my news, unfortunately, and I will check into that.
Well, the second part of that question, you brought up when Doug Matthews was talking from the podium, that it was illegal to spew politics from the podium, which every attorney I consulted says, yes, it is illegal. Your attorney basically let him continue. Will there be action from the council on that attorney? And number 2, they did it at this press conference using a taxpayer-funded building with a taxpayer-funded microphone to spew politics, and was very clear about the fact that their colleagues didn't show up.
Come through here, sis.
What's your feeling on that? I mean, both of you, I want an answer.
Didn't have the colleagues didn't show up for what?
That
The
you,
press
Jerri
conference.
Winfrey-Carter, Dennis Pfeiffer and Jonathan Jarrett weren't there, but they were
Weren't there
doing
for-
the city business
weren't-
while you guys were on vacation.
Weren't there for what?
They're on
They were doing city business, you said.
Are you talking about the press conference?
Yes.
Okay, well, we weren't invited. So, I mean, I wasn't invited. You know, Tonya Burns will crash a press conference, okay? I'm always, look, invite me to the party, I'm coming. So, I did not receive
I
an
was
invite.
not invited.
I was not invited, and I haven't seen it. If so, but still, and I'm just saying, if they were discussing city business, I would have declined because it was not properly posted and would have been a violation of the Open Meetings Act. And those are serious violations which can be reported not only to the Attorney General, the Secretary of State, and the Michigan State of Elections. It is a violation. And so I wouldn't have done it, but I didn't receive one, and I will crash a press conference if I have to, so.
Now, one question, you alluded to where a certain person was, and you also mentioned there was domestic violence. Are we talking about a councilman on this body?
At this point, I'm just going to say an elected official.
You said he had a good reason not to be there.
Yeah, Mike, you're not gonna press me on it, you know that. I will share when I have, because I will give a press release. I think that when victims of domestic violence reach out, we need to make sure that our elected officials, not even elected, no one should be a part of it. And that we give these people support. I received two strange.
There was a police report or?
There is a police report, and there is also a hospital report. 2. So this is a pattern. So, yes.
You mentioned that you were unsure about the number of ARPA funds left. Does the council have access to that information, and have there been any steps taken to access that?
Well, we keep asking our CFO, our Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Philip Moore, and it took me 10 months to get the city registered, check registered. And I've asked for each month for it to be given to our colleagues. So, no, we don't know. Yes, I have asked. And I will be sending more emails with requests to ask again. We asked during the budget. We're still waiting on the questions during the budget hearing where the mayor wanted to adopt his proposed budget of 68.9. We took in 64 million, and council passed 60.9 million. And I do know that they sent a resolution up, the CFO, for 68.9. No, Mr. Moore, that's not what we approved.
Thank you.
And so that had to be corrected. So the mayor did not receive his countdown to the budget, which means once the CFO gives it to the city clerk then gives it to the mayor. At that time, it's timestamped. That wasn't until, I believe, July 2nd, July 1st or 2nd. So it was late. It was after the deadline, after the deadline that we have to have the budget approved. We officially start our new budget season, our new July 1st, and the mayor had not signed the budget. So they had accidentally put through the 68.9 and had to have it corrected to the 60.9 million. Because that's what council passed. Did I answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
And I had one more question as well. The lawsuit ruled that the council member did not go through the proper channels to create this committee. Are there any current discussions of going through those channels to create a new ARPA advisory committee?
Well, the ARPA funds, we don't know how, they literally completed all of their sessions. They met numerous times secretly at the Flint Public Library. They refused to disclose. We asked every single meeting. Were they meeting? We asked the city attorney, the city clerk wasn't advised, and we asked our ad hoc committee, Councilwoman Liddell Lewis and Councilwoman Priestley. They did not share. Councilwoman Priestley did slip up and say, well, I went over there. Oh, when did you go? And so she did attend one of those meetings, and she had stated that on the record. We didn't know that they were meeting. Each time we asked, we were told they weren't meeting. So at this point, we're really past the ARPA committee, but whatever we have left, this third ward seat is going to be crucial in shipping some things. We have had 5 rubber stamping votes. We've had council members who have voted on their own nonprofits that they incorporated and they created. Liddell Lewis received $75,000, first $50,000, then $25,000. She created that nonprofit in August of 2021. Candace Machat created Freshwater. She passed hers 300,000 in committee, and then now when it went to council, Liddell Lewis pulled it back. Now it is at State Rep Cynthia Neely's office earmarked for Candace Machat's fresh water to be approved by State Rep Cynthia Neely. So follow the money. All three of those, we had 5 people working together. I talked about it with the $11,000 lawnmower that the owner of Ashley Capital gave to Councilman Quincy Murphy. Councilwoman Liddell Lewis took a check to her nonprofit, $1,500. They didn't disclose any of these things. This is the corruption that we're talking about.
That's right.
Our charter speaks to gifts. Look, I can tell you on which page. It speaks to gifts and gratuity. You can't do it.
Right.
And so they have not reported these in their campaign finance. Another $4,750 was given to Councilman Quincy Murphy in Visa cards, clothing, and food. It wasn't reported on his. And so when we start asking the tough questions, when you get these funds, you have to report them. And so we know that Councilman
That's right.
Leon L. Alameen has gotten over $1 million, $2 for his nonprofit. We know that it was reported through the IRS that his nonprofit took through the Islamic Relief USA Fund, $283,000. It was reported on Channel 12, also on MLive. And that nonprofit, the IRS revoked 9 statuses because they had ties to terrorism.
Yes. Yeah.
So when we look at what council members are doing from their elected seat, I'm beyond concerned.
Yeah.
And this is serious.
Horrified. Yeah.
So,
We have
Yeah.
a question for Ms. Biggs-Levy.
yeah, here.
Yes.
If you're successful in next month's election, would you support any kind of resolution that would seek criminal penalties if possible, or some type of penalty for the way that, at least according to the Court of Appeals, the city charter was violated?
Yes, I would.
And, what would you like to see?
I would like to see them to go to jail. It's no sense in it, and it's not fair. The resident hasn't received $1. At $94 million, you got everybody that hasn't received a roof, a doorknob, a window. But they're making sure that they fat in their pockets. That's not fair to the residents.
That's right.
And one other question on a slightly different topic. You're involved in your own litigation involving the city. What's the status of that right now?
I'm not able to speak on that.
Okay, that's fine.
To finish up on the amounts of money, do you know the amounts of money that went to the nonprofits of Candace Machat, Liddell Lewis, and I don't think Judy Priestley has one.
I don't know, but Attorney Kim said Judy had money to pay cash for a kitchen when she had just borrowed $600 5 weeks before.
That's right.
So, we look at these things which are, we have to look at them. And that to me is concerning. When you're bragging, I pay cash for a kitchen. Kitchen remodels are a lot. They're not cheap. And you look at that group, they stayed together. Candace has Freshwater Futures. It's $300,000. You can look under State Rep Cynthia Neely's. It's on there now. It went from City Council. It's on my Facebook page. I can send it to everyone if you would like it. We had the resolution for $300,000. She did vote on it. She even talked about it on a podcast with a lady named Pam. And she did talk about it. This is about 3 weeks ago. And then Councilman Leon Alameen, he's received a lot of funds. Our check register, which literally took 10 months to get, states amounts that we're still waiting on. The city paid him in his legal name, Leon L. Alameen, not the Maid Institute. I've never seen that before. And some of it. He was paid in his legal name, then also in his nonprofit's name. Also, his nonprofit did not post their 990 status for 2023 and 2024. So you really can't track him past 2022 except for funds that he did press releases on. So we really don't know. Yeah. Any more questions?
One more.
Okay.
I just forgot, I lost my train of thought. It's his fault.
Sorry about that.
Well, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming here. If you have or need further information for follow-up, I will definitely share it with you. And I appreciate the residents standing here. And this is because we've had so many issues, there has been a group that has been created. It's called the Color of Law Coalition. And these are members of the Color of Law Coalition to make sure that no elected official is above the law and to take care of the city of Flint residents.
That's right.
And just remember, as a closing question, the address of where the council members live. We talked about asking if you will help prosecute, and Beverly Biggs Levy said she would. You guys have said you're taking it under advisement. What about the fact that we have evidence, proof of some of these addresses? Leon Alameen, we have video. He doesn't live in Flint. He lives in Mount Morris Township. We have evidence that Liddell Lewis did not meet the requirements to be on the ballot.
So those are issues that we're taking up not only with the city clerk, but also with the Michigan State Police and the State Board of Elections.
Are there complaints filed?
Yes.
Yes.
And I do want to say that I did file a complaint about that postcard that went out to Third Ward residents. I filed a complaint with the Michigan Elections Bureau, with the Secretary of State, as well as the Attorney General.
Thank you.
I did receive an email back from the Michigan Elections Bureau in which they sent me a form to fill out. And I mailed that form back in along with a hard copy of that postcard. So I'm hoping that there's going to be some justice served.
That's right. Yes. Thank you.
Any more questions? Well, thank you everyone for coming. We appreciate your support.
Thank you
Thanks.
for coming. Try not to edit it too hard.
So, Mid-Michigan, who streamed the press conference yesterday?
Cecily.
WNES?
What's going on?
Come to it.
What's going on?
What's up,
Cubs?
fam? I can't
How you
complain.
doing? What's
I can't
going on?
complain. I'm not just reading what the people
There's a
saying.
lot going on.
Yeah,
It's too much to even.
I just wanted to introduce
But y'all got a
myself.
victory, though.
My name's Morgan.
We
Pierce.
did.
got a victory.
We got a
That's what counts.
victory.
That's what counts. You got a victory.
But it's so much going on.
I see
It's
y'all
hard
just
to-
dropped a bomb up
I'm
there.
trying, that's why I can't even drink my tea. It's 1 o'clock, I'm still drinking my morning
I
tea.
was out there drinking my little coffee before I came in. I was sitting in the car. Tanya Burns came and dropped some stuff down. You know, I'm gonna get at y'all in the morning about it. We gonna figure it out.
Well, y'all stay woke.
Yeah.
Stay woke. Oh, it's a lot, it's coming down.
I wanna
People
do-
being exposed.
Ain't they?
People being exposed, okay? Yeah, I said it, I said, oh, this is coming to a head. It's coming to a head.
For sure.
Yep, it's quite interesting too. It's quite interesting.
I see y'all over the way. How you doing? How you doing?
All this stuff.
Don't worry about that. You good?
That's why I ain't been
Don't worry about that. Y'all see the aunties up in here. What's up, Granny G? Thanks for the $5 super chat. I'm out, fam. Y'all